Alright, I'm skipping the intro today, but still follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Be sure to write in as always, and of course Reddit, Rumble, and mine, just in case the channel gets shut down or channel ban, whatever have you. Anyways, let's jump into it. I know I'm like 4 or 5 days late in this thing, or 4 days late, but you'll probably see it in the 5th day. So anyways, this one was a little bit younger, maybe like Thursday. This happened about 2-3 days ago. By the time you guys see it, it'll be like 3.5 days old, but whatever. Just glad I'm getting to it now instead of never getting to it. Better late than never, as they say. Anyways, without further ado, my friends, let's just jump right the hell into this thing because, man, I just talked about this literally last week, about a week or week and a half ago, about this chick Ada Wong. Not even chick Ada Wong, but the Asian voice actress Lily Gao getting upset because the old school Resident Evil fans, like the real old heads, like are my generation, millennials or whatever. Doubt if it's Gen Z, it's more than probably my generation. I was probably shitting on her voice acting skills. And I heard both of them. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, one does sound a little bit better, maybe because it's more OG nostalgia for myself. When I heard the old school version of Ada Wong, whoever the voice actress was for her, I'm not gonna lie, she did a little bit more of a professionalized job and a lot more on this convincing of it. Absolutely, mega chef's kiss, spot on, perfection, perfection to the T, absolute diamond, platinum tier level of professionalism when she did her voice for Ada Wong for the original Resident Evil 4 game. But on this one, yeah, she kind of like felt like she just acted like she didn't even want to be there when she did it. Lily Gao. It sucks because she's extremely beautiful, attractive ass woman. Very, very gorgeous fucking woman. Like I said before a week and a half ago, I'll say it now. You've been on my channel for over 11, 12 plus years. You know how much I absolutely infatuate, overly obsessed as all hell when it comes to Asian women. You know how it is. I still like my Spanish Latino chicks. I absolutely love the crap out of one of my race too, obviously. I'm not saying white and black chicks aren't that good either, but just not on the same level as Asian women. I'm just saying. Anyways, as far as everything else goes, yeah, let's begin. This comes from Ed Nightingale. Ed Nightingale from Eurogame. I haven't read for Eurogame in the longest time, but I felt it was pretty big news. So yeah, let's just jump into it. Let's go. It's a real old school. This franchise has been around since literally I was like 9, 10 years old, since like the late 90s. So I'm an old fossil when it comes to this part of the freaking like game franchise, Resident Evil and Capcom, because the only two other franchises I played the most from besides Resident Evil, and I was still going to my cousin's house hanging out with them back in the day, which by the way, both of them were girls. So they weren't, this is way before I guess they were called girl gamers. I guess they were just gamers. I don't know. I think it was early mid-late 2000s. I think mid-late 2000s. I started in the word girl gamer later. So I didn't give a shit. I thought they were cool as fuck regardless of the dudes that were playing or chicks were gaming and playing video game consoles. It didn't matter to me, honestly. Well, anyways, let's go right ahead and I might get to these other two topic stories. I want to talk about this one, Harry Potter, the most. That one's going to be coming to HBO MAX. I was just going to do a reaction to it, but it was only like 30, 40 seconds long, so I decided to just skip the reaction part for the Harry Potter streaming service show that's going to be coming out pretty soon. So let's go. So it says Lily Gao, voice actor behind Resident Evil 4 remake, as Ada Wong's has hit critics and new Instagram posts. The actress deactivated her account at the start of the month, following thousands of vitriolic messages complaining about her performance and claims that she's, quote, ruined the remake, unquote. This is, quote, my Ada Wong is a survivor, says Gao, as the new post, which has included an image of Asian women in cinemas who inspired her portrayal of the character. And then it goes on to say, and there's her Instagram post, I'm going to read that in a second. It says, Gao is the first Asian actor to portray a Chinese American character outside of Japan who appeared in Resident Evil 2 in 1998. This quote, being the first Asian actor to portray the Ada in Resident Evil video games is an honor, and will forever be grateful to our producer and director of making decisions on authentic representation, said Gao. This quote, it's unfortunate that the game's release also came with an ultra-familiar feeling of, oh, I don't belong. While criticism suspect it's not the first time for an actor of color faces R words and S words of bad naughty stuff or bullying crap. For simply participating in authentic casting perpetuates an unhealthy image of further dehumanizes the community that they seek to reflect, unquote. Gao went on to criticize an Asian stereotypes and describes her own performance as Ada. This is, quote, "It is time that we stop only capitalizing on the very perverted, exotic, extra size, eroticness of mysterious Asian woman and make spaces to honor every kind of Asian woman," she said. "My Ada wants to survive. She's kind, intelligent, just funny. She's unpredictable, resilient, and absolutely not being stereotyped." And I guess it's the old thing that she wrote here. Oh, that's weird. I thought it was going to be a lot more than that. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. I thought it was going to be different, but I guess it wasn't. Okay, yeah, it's the same thing. They just posted it on their main site. The authentic representation of Ada Wong is just up to many updates. It's just one of many updates. There we go. Made in a remake, which I'm probably going to butcher this name. Alfley or Alfley? Ayufai. However you say that. Describes as, quote, "as good as it gets remakes and a Resident Evil 4 remake now review." However, in an update on the weekend, it added microtransactions 2 weeks after the game was released. I did hear about that. Fucking Capcom decided to do that. I think Square Enix probably decided to do that too with their other Final Fantasy game stuff, so I'm not surprised. This allows players to pay for weapon exclusionary upgrade. Yeah, that one sucked. I remember hearing about this a few days later when it came out. Ooh, that's a bitch, honestly. Anyways, yeah, overall thoughts, views, and opinions. It's funny because, like, granted, even though I said I really, really love the shit out, super beautiful, hot, attractive, absolutely fine-ass dime pieces of Asian women. Man, I hate it when they start talking about, like, they're in the fucking bullshit politics and when they say, oh, they should be more better and diverse and inclusive, and, like, they start talking like that, they just lose all my fucking respect after that. Try to make themselves the victim when they own millions and millions of fucking dollars in the bank when they have two rats and shit and piss about any of their fans, honestly. I really hate it when, especially when it comes to live action actors and actresses and all these people that start talking about this and that. I'm like, hey, they don't even live in the real world, bro. And they live in the real world, but money-wise, they live a whole other massively different lifestyle. Like, buy whatever they fucking want, own whatever the hell they feel like it. And us regular people in the lower middle class, like, gotta bust our ass every day at work, IRL. You know, we gotta get what we earn. We're not going to be able to get every single thing we want in this life. You know, it's an unfortunate, sad part of reality, but that's just the way it is. And I'm content with that, too. I'm totally aware of that. Anyways, yeah, it is what it is. Like I said before, I'll say it again. I really hope the fans weren't trolling her. Not all the fans were trolling her, talking a lot of massive, evil R word. They were being actual, you know, nasty, disgusting, you know, old misogynist people and all that. You know, it's fucked up. And they're giving her death threats. That's really fucked up, too. I don't condone any of that. I'm not 100% okay with that shit. Extremely nasty. But, yeah, those people go fuck themselves, honestly. Unless it was just some fake algorithm bots on Twitter or somewhere else, like some other social media sites besides that. So, this one real quick. I'm going to read a little bit of it, make 2 cents. It says, Harry Potter fans criticize wild details and announcements for an unnecessary new TV adaptation. Series will be released for over a 10-year period. This comes from Lewis Clinton. Hopefully I'm saying it right. This is Clinton, but I just want to like get through this real quick. It says news of a 10-year Harry Potter series was drawn to a mix of a fans' years of reaction and play some music that was a little bit fitting with it. You know, it's Fantastic Beasts, but whatever. Mixed reaction from fans of the franchise. The project announced that the Warner Brothers on Wednesday, April 12th, will be released streaming the Max, currently branded as HBO MAX. According to Warner Bros., series is a faithful adaptation of beloved Harry Potter book series, authored by executive producer JK Rowling. You already know how half the internet feels about that bitch. Either you're with her, you hate her, you're against her, or you don't give a rat's ass about her. Me, I know it's a little fucked up to say. I'm not going to agree with every single little thing the chick says. There's a few things I've read about her, and I'll agree with it a little bit. I know she doesn't agree that transgender people aren't real people. That's, oof. It's a little bit of a low blow there, but hey, the bitch thinks it's true. Whatever. I'm not going to argue with it. It says, however, while a new series is billed as a departure from the hit film adaptation with a whole new cast He also says the announcement seemed to draw heavily from the looks and sound of the movies. An announcement video Harry Potter title could be seen written in the exact same font as the film, while Hogwarts schools also appeared the same design as the film. And also goes on to say, one person says, quote, "I've seen like 500 tweets in the last 48 hours about how much of the efforts are going to put into this making of the new Harry Potter its own thing. New cast, faithful adaptations, a 10-year plan, etc. And then a teaser dropped just as they recycled John Williams' theme. LOL, mental. This trailer for the new Harry Potter TV show is having the same theme tune as the movies. I mean, there's nothing new with the reboots, but it's literally just going to be the same thing over and over again. New cast, LOL. Another one claimed on Twitter, "What's the point? I know that there's no point to make except making money." It's crazy, man. Well, this is the original faithful adaptation is going to be used for the same John Williams Harry Potter theme and Hogwarts design for over 20 years ago, huh? Somebody else remarked. And so real quick thoughts using the pins, like I said before, I'll say it again. Dude, I really honestly hope that this shit doesn't have any, like I said before, I'll say it again, no political bullshit messages, none of that crap, or any of this subliminal bullshit message. They're probably going to have that regardless. It's no way they're going to hide that shit. It's going to be hidden in plain sight like always. I just honestly, if they do make this for 10 full years, I hope it's enjoyable. It doesn't put me to sleep. I'll check it out for a little bit here and there. I may not watch every single episode, but I'll watch maybe like for about a month or two, like maybe 4 episodes every month, once every month. I'll see if it's any good. If it's trash, I'm not going to watch the whole entire thing. I don't know. The only person I think that they said that besides Daniel Radcliffe, I'm watching this dude. I think his name was Rupert something. Those two really hate Rowling. They despise the living hell out of that bitch. They probably wish she was dead, honestly, my personal opinion. But the other dude, the one that played Draco Malfoy, I think he's the only one that actually respected JK Rowling and actually, didn't throw any shade, didn't throw any nasty negative comments towards her, which, hey, no, that's cool. And the person that obviously played Hagrid, he can't play with Hagrid anymore because unfortunately he passed away 2 years ago. Anyways, two other real quick things I want to talk about. I'm done with that. You guys can leave now if you want. It's my thoughts, views, and opinions on both those topics. This one was pretty crazy. I don't have an article for it, but links to scribble down below if I do get an article for it. A certain individual at GameStop, he ended up getting fired because he ended up leaking out what the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom official Switch OLED's gonna look like. And same as usual, same old as always. Looks amazing, looks great, looks kick-ass. If I want to get a Switch OLED, even though I'm not like a big, ginormous, mega hardcore fan of Legend of Zelda, I played almost every single one of the games. Obviously, I love the living shit out of like my two favorite waifus from that series is probably Minda and the other chick. I forgot her name. I think her name was Fee or Phi. Everyone else was alright. Oh, and then there was Urbosa. Urbosa or Urbosa? Oh, man. The fan art Rule 34 for that girl's absolute tip-top T perfection there. It's the Riz, as I guess these young Gen Z kids like to say. And yeah, this one right here, this one was pretty funny too. Actually, no, not pretty funny. It's pretty sad. I'm laughing because, man, it's crazy because there was a beef between these two. And granted, I never really give a rat's ass about Justin Bieber. I never will. That dude absolutely annoyed the living shit out of me when I was like my sophomore, junior, senior year of going to community college. Just that dude's music would get blasted everywhere on the campus, a college campus I was going to at the time. Just annoyed the living crap out of me. But the other dude I want to talk about real quick, it's going to be in a video maybe for Sunday or Monday. The dude that used to be in Amanda show, and of course Drake and Josh. This dude Drake Bell, he ended up going missing. So I'm definitely doing a video on that. Stay tuned for it. But just real fast off the cuff thoughts real quick about it. I didn't know he was really 2 years ago. He ended up being guilty and accused of the allegations of, talking to a lot of underage minor girls, giving them nasty, disgusting, fucked up pics. It sucks because he was such a cool ass actor, honestly. That's all I gotta say for now. I'm out of here. Links down below. Cartel inside. I'm done. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen, fanboys, fangirls, happy Mondays. See you. Have a good day. Have a good night. Wherever you're at in the universe, out there, just move future consciousness, review news, and news, Twitch's drama news, Elon Musk news, and of course, celebrity gossip news, and of course, reaction to the segments. Take it easy. Peace on SoundCloud. See you on the flip side. I'm taking the jab or the poke or any of that. I'm gone later. See you soon.